Okay, I think we have to just continue because we have less time now. So we'll try to cover a lot within the time that we have. So will I get where? So we are concentrating on the benefits of questioning, and we stop at this point, at this benefit that questioning, learning to question, helps one to become a better communicator. And a better communicator is a person that is able to pass across a certain information, not just taking time, not just occupying time, no, really communicating and passing something across. So I think we start now in a different way, but no problem. We just start. Let's start now with Rose. And I'm stuck there. I'm stuck. I need help. Can I get some help? I'm asking questions to get help. Now I got help. Oh, okay. All right, so Rosa.
The benefits of questioning, number 27. It helps to become a better public speaker.
Do you agree to that?
Yeah. Yes.
So?
50? Yeah. Partially because just like in this group now, the act of asking questions give us, each and every one of us, to talk publicly.
To practice public speaking.
Yeah, to practice publicly. But when I look on the other side that I'm talking with a one-to-one person discussion, then it doesn't really apply to this public speaker.
That's true.
Yeah.
But generally, it's one of the benefits.
Generally, it's a benefit, especially in group work.
All right.
Yeah, because when you are given, like in school, when you are given an assignment to do it in group, everybody also have the opportunity to talk. Then you don't have to talk to one person, you have to talk in a group. So in this case, generally, it makes you to be a better public speaker.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. Now, Chioma?
The benefits of questioning, point 28, it helps to understand others better, why they do what they do. Okay, I would...
do you agree to that?
Yes.
And why? What's the connection?
I want to use the example of a mentor and mentee. A mentor expects the mentee to bring forth questions in different areas of their lives, especially where they're having challenges. And for the mentee who wants to learn from someone they feel that knows, they're looking up to, if they bring forth those questions, the mentor would be able to understand the mentee at their level and understand maybe why they are at a certain level of their lives, or why they may have certain challenges that they may be dealing with at that particular point in time.
Okay, that's part of it. There is more to it. Who will help us out? Can we pass the mic to Julie?
Yeah, so I think it helps to understand others better, why they do what they do, because if you question, if you learn to question people and ask them questions, you will receive answers, and you will, instead of having assumptions, you will understand what they're doing because you're receiving responses based on your questions that you're asking. So it helps you to build a certain understanding of people because you open the door for communication by asking.
Yeah, that's very correct, especially when it comes to culture, when it comes to cultural practices, you know, why people eat certain food, why people do certain things. So you can just make assumptions. Sometimes we just laugh at people's culture. We laugh at things that are very dear, that are very reverent to other people, just because we've not asked the question. And sometimes there are history behind what people are doing, there are experiences behind what people are doing. So when we ask questions, then we stop making assumption. Then we understand the person. We have a glimpse into the life of the person, and then we start to respect what they're doing. Though we may not agree with it, but at least we know that they are not insane, that they know what they're doing. And leaving the topic of the heart of questioning, also asking question and getting to understand people better will also help us to be able to help them and to get a good approach to them. So we go to the next one. The mic now goes to, are you the one now? It's Chris now. Actually, we can do something different. You have it. We've been going like this way. Let's do column now. Okay. Yes.
It helps to understand different opinions and different worldviews. I agree to that, because if you do not understand different opinions and worldviews, you kind of go to what Sunday Adelaja said about intolerance. You might become intolerant of what people are saying because you have a lack of understanding. You're not really willing to allow yourself to see walk a mile in their shoes. So,
yeah, and you can become a good international personality, right? Because you are unable to understand, accommodate different opinions, and you will always think you are superior. You will always think the way you do things is superior, because you've not questioned enough to understand other worldviews. Why
if you don't understand people.
Yeah, if you don't understand people. Yeah. Okay, we go back to Emmanuel now.
Yeah.
Yep.
The benefits of questioning, it helps you. The benefits of questioning, it helps you to be open-minded.
How do you understand open-mindedness?
Open-mindedness. Open-mindedness is how I understand it. It's an expression of your inward feelings. So if you have a chance to ask questions, in other words, you have a chance to express yourself.
What is open-mindedness? What does it mean to be open-minded?
To be able to receive other information
So
other than what you've already.
It means to be flexible.
I would use that word there. That's a proper word, to be flexible. Yeah.
Okay. So how does questioning help to be open-minded?
That's a big one right there. Yeah. Because I have to think now.
Yeah, of course you do. I'll give you time to think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because there's
Will you take that?
Yeah.
Why eating?
Okay, it helps you to be open-minded. I think open-mindedness is being receptive of
Other views,
other
other
views,
opinions.
information,
Yeah.
opinion, exactly, and being open to question your own beliefs as well. And
That doesn't mean accepting, but
yes,
accommodating it.
yes,
Giving it a chance, giving it a probability.
yeah, and trying to look at other people's perspective, putting yourself in other people's shoes, trying to understand something from a holistic point of view, not just from your own.
And that is possible only by asking the people we meet questions, especially those who are different from us.
Yes, and also receiving questions and encouraging questions towards yourself.
Thank you. So you have, okay, Lena.
I can go next.
Yes. Next, okay, Lena wants to
Lena wants to,
contribute.
okay.
Yeah.
Я хотела бы привести такой пример, что
Иногда в каких-то спорах, в каком-то диалоге люди очень сильно включаются в эмоции. И эмоции начинают преобладать. И вот а негативные эмоции, они могут разрушать другого человека. И вот с помощью вопросов можно отделить эмоции от конструктива. И легко человека вернуть снова в конструктивное русло и продолжить диалог.
Okay. In a debate or hot dispute, it's very easy to mix emotion with the topic we are discussing. But with the help of questions, one is able to divide, emotions from the topic and then go back and to be able to get more constructive results from the debates. So by asking questions, we're able to solve conflicts, which is a good
Да. И человеку
contribution.
легко тогда донести то, что он хотел, потому что он не боится быть включенным в эмоции.
Yeah, and when emotions are under control, then it's becomes more easier to pass something across. Thank you. Okay, so yes.
You know, you try to ask us what it means to be open-minded
Yes.
and how it helps and can benefit us also. Most times, in most cases, we misunderstand people's statements, their actions. We might assume what they are not thinking or what they didn't mean. And now, if you don't ask questions, it might lead you to keep malice with the person until you go ask the person and clear your mind, and it makes you free and makes your heart also open.
That's true. That's true. So, Mrs. Disu,
I need to come closer to see that.
no problem. Or do you want me to read it?
Yes, please.
It helps you to become more reasonable because you understand different sides of the story.
Yes, I agree with this benefit because when you see things from other people's perspective, it helps you to see the different ways at which people communicate a story or a situation or anything about their lives. Yeah.
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 So, knowing that there are different sides to a
Yeah.
story
Yes,
helps you to become more reasonable, right?
that's right.
And that asking question helps you to discover the different sides
To a story or
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
or a lifestyle.
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So now we give it to Victor, I think. Victor,
Victor, okay.
yeah? Are you Victor? You've been silent. Yes? Okay. Victor, can you read and give us your view? You are Victor, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It
You
helps.
need to stand up.
It helps to expand your worldview. By asking questions,
Read the quote, please.
it helps to expand your worldview.
Okay.
Um,
And the quote?
questioning ourselves and our country is healthy and essential.
Good. So how do you see that?
Um, um,
Do you agree with it?
yes,
Okay. Why do you agree with it?
because asking questions allows you to get opinions from other places around the world, and so you're not limited to the knowledge you get from your own country.
Very good. And what can you say about the quote about being healthy and essential? Will you say expanding one's worldview is healthy? Will you say it is essential?
Yes, because then you get.
You don't know? Why? No. Give him back. Give him back. Do you remember the video we watched when the dad said no? When the dad said, I don't know. Do you remember what the little girl said? Victor, do you remember? You forgot were you here when we watched that? Why, when the girl was asking questions?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? I think so. Or did you leave?
I don't.
You left. Okay, then you are excused. Then let's Vitalis. Yeah.
I think most of us have preformed ideas and opinions
We do.
about things in life, and also that are shaped by our family upbringing, our natural environment or cultural environment.
Which is helpful in its way. It has its
Yes.
role. It has its place.
Exactly. These actually are what we had as our source of reference growing up. But then as we grow up, we'll start seeing that no man is an island. There are other people in the same economic, geopolitical spaces or cultural spaces where we are living, or even when we step out from our boundary to other boundaries, we find out that there are other people that are also there, and we have to relate with these people. Then by asking questions about what affects us all, including these people, will help to expand our worldview and also help us to now judge, not really judge, but to relate to these other people in a more healthy way of competition, or even doing things than picking offenses. Like what is happening in most countries in Africa, whereby, like in Rwanda, the source of the conflict then was like these people are from the Hutu and these people are from the Tutsi, but they are the same people living in the same place, and they end up killing each other. But if they understand that they are essentially the same people, then those conflicts wouldn't arise.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. I think it's Chinwe now, Sister Chinwe. Yes. Can you say it, or should I help you?
Yeah. I'm not saying so.
Okay. It develops your critical thinking. You become less gullible.
You become less gullible. Yeah, I agree with it. Yeah, because we are gullible because of the way we already been patterned. Like he almost the same thing he answered.
You mean your husband?
Yes, almost they are similar. I think the answer should be similar, because when you ask questions, you are not gullible. Can I use a family? Maybe you didn't see your great grandfather or great grandfather, but because he had malice with some family, and it passed over to your great grandfather. Your grandfather passed to your father. Then it came to you, and you are part of the problem without even knowing what's the problem, the issue, or what started it. It might even be from your family, but you're already bitter. This other family is bitter, and now you are gullible because of other people's decision. You are not free from such thing, and this thing can lead to even community killing themselves as it grows and escalates. So when you ask questions, until somebody takes his or her time to find out even the root cause of this issue, and ask questions and get tangible answer, and ask the question with open mind, then you're not going to be free from being gullible.
Yeah, and critical thinking is not just doing something because other people are doing it, or because
I left that one. The critical, it also pushes you, motivates you. Like we are here, you see people with different ideas based on the way they are asking questions, based on the way they are contributing, and the whole thing happening here. It pushes you, it makes you to bring out that uniqueness, that thing that makes you who God calls you to be. You think, after this section we go back, we start thinking, We start thinking because of the questions people have asked all around us and because of the answers we are getting.
Yeah, and critical thinking means you hone your thinking. You are not doing things because other people are doing it.
Yeah.
You are not doing things because it has been passed down. You are not just doing things. You understand what you are doing and
Doing.
you agree with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You agree with what you are doing.
Because you've already asked questions and satisfied
Yeah,
and before you
see-
stepping out to do
yeah,
what you want to
is it
do.
reasonable for me
Yeah.
to do it? Do I have to do this? And you answer yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Now we have Precious.
Okay. Makes you seem genuine. I think when you question, sorry, it's trying to figure out how to say this. Makes you seem genuine.
Who wants to help Precious?
I
Rosa. Yeah, you just take time. After Rosa, then you can. No, give it, Rosa, you can take the mic. Then after Rosa, Precious can articulate what she wants to say.
I just want to say, making you seems more genuine comes to the first point or the other point that we see about looking something from both sides. You don't just seem to hear something, assume it that is like that. You try to figure out from the other side and to know the root of the root of the issue. Then makes you. That's how I see that you makes you become more genuine, not just listening to one side of it and taking your conclusion. Try to look from both sides.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what I'm thinking is I think it makes you seem more eager and willing to know and understand
More
things.
concerned.
Yeah, more concerned to understand, problems that are happening around you, and so you question. So it brings out that genuine.
Yeah, thank you.
It also shows that you have a genuine interest in whatever you're actually talking about. If you're not asking questions, it's not really showing that you're genuine about what you're trying to get involved with. So it shows your sincerity as well, that you're also trying to get involved. Like you're trying to be 100% involved in whatever you're doing.
Yeah. Maybe not 100, but more.
100%.
Yeah.
If you're genuine, you're 100%.
Yeah.
You know.
Thank you. Now the mic goes to Chioma. Although she's she's been lucky, fortunate. Okay.
The benefit of questioning, it also helps the person being asked to develop. Yes. So the person who this still takes us back to the brain development that has to do with our thinking. So each time we're being asked question, it causes us to stretch our brain, to exercise it in research, and that way we develop, we get better.
I agree. Now, Chris.
The benefits of questioning, 36, to form our personal philosophy, what to take and what to reject. Yeah, I completely agree with this.
Can you read the quote, or it's too small for you?
Okay.
I can help you.
No, in all my affairs, it is healthy. It is a healthy thing now and then to hang a question mark on the things you have long taken for granted. Bertrand Russell.
Okay.
I say I agree with it because it's something that I believe is personal to me, because at a point in time in my life I had to question a lot of the things I believed after a long while. So that helped me, like you said, form personal philosophy. That helped me to what I call my creed. So I have my creed because, like, you go to churches and you see, okay, this is our creed, this is what we believe, this is what we believe. So I had to question all the things I believed up to that point, and I had to actually reject some of them because to me they didn't make sense. And those that made sense, I kept. And I actually had to form new sets of belief, which I now wrote down as my personal creed. It doesn't matter what any church teaches or what any church preaches. That's what I believe. So I believe that if it was as a result of my questioning myself, not just other people, I was saying, why do I believe the things I believe? Was it because it was passed down to me from generation, or is because I have done my own research? So I went back, started doing my own research, and discovered that, no, I don't agree with these ones, I agree with these ones. So yeah, I think it definitely will, if you question yourself and other people, it will also always help you to form your personal philosophy about life.
Good. Then we can move on. The mic to Sister Tony.
The benefit of questioning point 37. Through it, thoughtful perspectives are exchanged, different views presented, and new ideas are born. My understanding, I won't be able to.
Can you read it again?
No, it's okay.
Read what you read again, but now for everybody.
Okay. Through it, thoughtful perspectives are exchanged, different views presented, and new ideas are born.
Let me read the fine print. Curiosity adds depth to what you know and to your life experience. Curiosity adds depth to what you know and to your life's experience.
Correct, I agree.
Okay, why? Prove it. You
Yeah,
don't
because-
just agree.
Yeah, because when you are curious,
No, start from
the top.
the
Yeah,
benefits. Yeah.
through thoughtful perspective.
Through it, thoughtful
Through it,
perspective.
thought-
That is
through
through the
it.
heart of questioning.
Yeah, through the art of questioning, you'll be able to think because you want to put your question together to make sense. So you do think about it, perspectives are exchanged. Then whoever that you questioning, they have to answer you. That means they share your view. They try to understand where you're coming from, what you want to, the kind of answer you're expecting. Yeah. So then different views presented. So that means they give you maybe different kind of answers, and if you are not satisfied, that answer can give birth to another answer. New questions? Am I right?
I think you need help. Who would like to help? Chris. Yeah.
I'll explain it this way. With just this morning, I was listening to a short clip of a guy. I think he's a Christian philosopher. That was somebody was asking him that if you claim that there is God and God is good, why is there evil in the world? So the way he answered it was, that is a perspective that you have. Now I have a perspective. Let's share our perspective. And he asked him the question, the fact that you suggest that there is evil at all in the world assumes that you are presupposing that there is good, because evil is a relative term. So you can't say something is evil unless you put it in perspective with something relative that is good. Now, if you say there is good, then you are presupposing that there is morality. And if there's morality, then there must be a moral lawgiver. And if there's a moral lawgiver, anywhere there's a law, then definitely somebody give that law. So it was now kind of like changing ideas and perspective, because it's like what Dr. Sunday said yesterday, we have different worldviews. And to a lot of people, they just assume that their own worldview is all there is to life, while others believe that their worldview is the only correct worldview. But until you begin to exchange ideas, exchange perspective, you never get to understand that, okay, there's a possibility that new ideas that you can come across. And so that curiosity, the fact that, okay, he asked the question and the guy was able to answer it, and there was an exchange of perspective. And
So it is through questioning that way, because when you question, you think, then you do, then you, a thoughtful perspective is being exchanged, viewed, because people are different, even if you're talking about the same thing, if you are from the same background, there will be different views, And in that process of questioning, new things are born, new ideas are born. So the questioning, and to be able to question is really one of the greatest gifts that we have. And when we are curious, it had depth to what we know and to our life experience. Okay, I think it's, whose turn is it now? It's Vitalis, right?
The benefits of questioning, number 38. It prevents misunderstanding and misinterpretation. The answer you get depends on the questions you ask. I agree totally.
Why?
The reason is that words, spoken words, questions, issues of life are normally misunderstood, especially if you are looking at it from a very myopic or personal point of view, or from the subjective point. But when you look at it objectively, you find out that other people also have opinions about the same thing, that you might think you are the only one that have the right interpretation of it. So through questioning and through the answers that it presents, then most times all these misunderstandings and misinterpretations of the issues at stake are resolved. Now everybody will, even there might be situations where there is a common ground now from both all the people that are concerned, and now they find out that there is actually no reason for us to even have misunderstanding about things.
Yeah, so clarifying questions helps to prevent misunderstanding. Did I get you right? Is this what you're trying to say? I want to be sure, you know. Okay. Next is Sister Peace.
It's disperses rumors and clears muddles waters.
Mud. Unclear waters.
Okay.
Dirty water.
Okay.
Where are you going?
I understand.
the camera, you are, okay. They are getting,
sorry.
No, you're fine.
Okay. So, yeah, I agree, because when we don't ask questions, we just carry rumors. We just carry what we hear. This one happened in in a society where there are many people, and maybe something happened and question is not being asked. When you ask questioning, it helps you to clear your mind. It helps you to for better understanding, so that you will not be carrying a fake rumor, because that is what happens. Like maybe something happened and you don't ask question, you don't have any clear understanding, you begin to carry what you hear people say. Like for example, last night when Nigerian match was played, because somebody didn't understand, and he was told that Nigeria have scored another one, and he was just there, Nigeria, they scored another one, and we are like, no. He was saying, I heard. So if he didn't ask, he won't get any clarity. He will just carry the rumor, Nigeria has two. Meanwhile, it's not actually like that. So when you ask questions, you you get clear understanding, and you tend to filter the truth about a situation.
Thank you. I think it's Livio. No.
It helps in researching. We learn more by looking for the answer to a question.
Please stand up.
Oh, yeah. We learn more by looking for the answer to a question and not finding it than we do from learning the answer itself. So yeah, when you have an answer, it's about something you want to know, and by thinking about the question itself, it's already taking you to some kind of answer for yourself. But by questioning, you just get to know if what you were thinking about is the right thing. So
Okay, let's get more elaboration, more understanding on the quote. We learn more by looking for the answer to a question and not finding it than we do from learning the answer itself. What does that do to you? Well, there's something more in it. So Julia wants to help.
Yeah, to me it looks like the process of research is much more important than finding the answer to what you're looking for.
Why?
Because along the way you may find some more insights that you were not looking for, but that will be maybe even more important than the actual answer that you're looking for.
That's very true.
It kind of broadens your view of whatever it is you're looking to get, and you learn much more than you actually planned to do.
That's true. Ike?
It's the same. It's kind of back what she said. It's just the same like on the inside, and it's like it goes across like anything you go across in life. In regards to like trying to find out, say for example in science, they never really found out what they were. I can't remember. There's loads of examples, but say for example you set out to find an experiment. You don't get the answer, but you get a different result. Then you look at that result and you go, okay, cool. Why have I got this result? And that could also lead to other forms and stuff. Like for example, in space, the metal sheet that astronauts wear has also been used for fire department. So what I can say is that the insight that you learn can be applied to different perspectives and places in your life.
That's very true. And another thing is that you before the research, you before looking for the answer is different from you. You know, either you find the answer or not. So you before the quest, you before you start, you are different from the person that has researched, even if you don't get the answer. You know, you are not the same person. You know, you are different from you before you started. Even if you don't get the answer, even if you don't get the expected result. And this is very important in life, because sometimes people celebrate only success, and there is room for that, you know. But we have to learn to celebrate the process, because we are different. Just by taking on the expedition, just by pushing yourself forward, just by trying, you are a different person. You're a different person, and we won't always win all the time. So it's not really the end result that matters in life. The older you get, the more you understand that it's not about the trophies, it's not about what you get, but you in the process, what you learn in the process, the better person you become in the process, and how to deal with failures, and how to deal with what we call failures, right? It's very important in life. A question? Okay.
So my question is, when Peace was giving her explanation, she said we need to filter out the truth, and I was trying to digest that information, and I kind of asked myself that how do I filter out the truth? By asking you a question. Because if I ask you a question, how would I know if you are giving me the right information?
Okay.
Because to filter out the truth is you might be lying to me, or
Okay.
you might be giving me
Okay.
false information.
Okay,
Yeah.
Emmanuel, do you remember the benefits she was addressing?
The benefits.
Yeah, Peace was addressing. Do you remember?
I can't remember.
I do remember.
Remind me.
It disperses rumor and
Yeah.
clears muddy water.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in that sense, what she said made sense. Because there is a rumor. Let's say you hear a rumor that I stole a car.
Okay.
And if you ask me the question that I heard this rumor that you stole a car, is it true?
Yeah.
I can say no. Then she can ask me, okay, people are saying,
Yeah.
people are saying, but you stole this car.
Yeah.
Then what she can ask me, what's the proof that I didn't?
Yeah, I get that point, but I'm
Yeah.
not basing my conversation now on rumors.
Yeah, but she was.
Yeah, that's what she was saying. She was she
Yeah.
talked on the rumors.
Yes.
But now she said to filter out the truth.
Because she was talking about rumors.
Oh, because she was talking about rumors.
Muddy water.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She was talking about
Yes,
rumors.
very
yeah.
yes. Very
Oh
yes.
yeah, that's true.
Glory
that's
to
true.
God. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Okay, no problem. So who is next? Where were we? Okay, I think we have to have some Russians now. After, I think we've gone through this. So let's have Lena. Lena, yes. Take the mic. Объясните следующее преимущество. Она разъясняет, она различает, если что-то есть истина или просто простое мнение. То есть она различает. То есть когда мы задаем вопросы, мы сможем различать, разъяснять, если что-то есть факт или это просто чье-то мнение. Да, домыслы. Вы с этим согласны?
Да, я с этим согласна.
Окей.
Потому что когда мы проводим исследования, изучаем еще чье-то мнение, когда находим совпадения, в этом, видим подтверждение, истинности.
Yeah, so when we make research, when we ask questions, we are able to find the truth and just people's opinion or, something that has been passed across. Do we have any contribution to that? But I think it's very close to the, it's close to rumors and all those things. Okay, let's have Svetlana Gitchenko. Все, спасибо.
The benefits of question 42. It helps to go through difficult times easy by redefining and reframing a problem. Это помогает нам пройти через трудные времена более легче. Потому что это правда, потому что когда мы задаем вопросы, в трудные времена мы сможем пройти кризисы, какие-то неприятности более легче, нежели мы кого-то шишки бы набили. Если бы мы расспросили, кто уже проходил этот путь, мы бы у него спросили.
Как это? Почему, когда мы задаем вопросы, почему это легче?
Легче мы узнаем его путь того человека, например, мы попали в какую-то трудность. И когда мы узнаем, что точно такой же человек проходил тоже или скорбь, неважно, ту же трудность, мы расспрашиваем, как ты вышел из этой ситуации. И он рассказывает, и уже когда я попала в эту ситуацию, я вспоминаю, что училась, я тогда легче пройду эту ситуацию.
Okay, положите микрофон. So, if you are in a hard situation and you are able to ask a person who has gone through a similar situation, it will be easier for you to go through it. But let's have other perspective. Let's have other side to the art of questioning, helping us to go through difficult times easier by redefining and reframing a problem. Who would like to contribute to that? Let's have Julie and then Emmanuel.
So I think if you're going through difficult times and you start questioning yourself and maybe the whole situation, it helps you to get a different perspective on the problem. So initially you may have a quite negative perspective, or you may feel in a very negative way. You may be disappointed, angry, and if you start to question yourself and maybe your feelings or why this happened to you or where it comes from, it may help you to understand the problem instead of being angry or reacting to it.
Okay, can you focus more on redefining and reframing?
So you could come from a different perspective by questioning yourself. You could maybe think that there is a reason why this happened, and it may have a cause, and that's what the problem actually is, the effect. And this will help you to next time maybe avoid the problem. So
That's true. Thank you. Emmanuel. Emmanuel, you are Emmanuel.
Yeah. Well, I had a similar issue with this, what we're dealing with now. The benefits of questioning helps to go through difficult times easier by redefining and reframing a problem. Because, well, some people here already know, when I was coming here and when I was coming to Ukraine, I missed my flight. And I've traveled several times. I've never missed my flight.
Wow.
So then I was asking myself this question, which I still haven't got an answer to it. Why would I miss my flight? Because I'm a serious traveler, and like this is my 20th trip. Yeah, that's a trip. And I've never experienced missing flight.
Okay. Was there traffic or you left home late?
Thank you very much. Well, yeah, that would. Yeah, why did you? Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Why?
Yeah, why? So the why was I got the timing mixed up. So my departure was for 6, and while my transit in Frankfurt was 10. So I put that 10 to
You were focusing on
I focused on the 10, like the 10 is my departure. So then I was in my sitting room. I was just relaxing, watching TV, and something just spoke to me that go check your ticket again. And I've had that ticket, like I've booked it way earlier, and I went to the kitchen. Oh, let me check this ticket. Then I checked the ticket, and my friend was meant to come pick me up for 7 or 7:08. When I checked the ticket, it was I saw 6:20, and it was 4 o'clock already. I was like, no. Then I said, you know what? Let me take a step of faith. Then I couldn't pack my things properly. I couldn't have a proper shower. Now I was like, you know what? Boom, boom, pack it. Then the taxi driver said, what, you're going to the train station? I said, yeah, I'm traveling. He said, where are you going to? I said, I'm going to Ukraine. My flight is for 6:20. But I explained to him, I got the time mixed up. He said, bro, I don't think you're going to make it. I said, I just want to risk it. Like, maybe. Who knows? When I got to the airport, cut the whole story short, they said, well, your flight left 20 minutes.
Just 20 minutes
before before my arrival. So then I was really, really down, honestly. Because even going to the airport cost me like £40. So I was on the train, I was like, you know what, I think I should just cancel this trip. And then I was questioning myself, why? Got home, I called my friend, I missed my flight. He said, you know what, you're going to go to that Ukraine, don't worry. But up to now, I still haven't got that answer, that why. So I was trying to now, I wanted to call my family. I needed someone to, you know, give me a word. Yeah, I wanted to call my mom. But if I call my mom, she's going to add, because she doesn't want me to come. So I was like, I can't even call none of my family members. They don't like this man. They used to follow him before, but now they don't like him. So they don't even want me to come anyway. So they're not even the good people to call. So now I had to keep it to myself. The only person that encouraged me was my friend that was meant to pick me up. He said, don't worry. I said, you know what? I don't even know how much I'm going to spend now. Then going to the airport the following day, spending 400. The lady said, oh, it's going to cost me 400 pounds. I was like, oh, 400 pounds again. Then I was on that flight and I was still questioning myself. Why did I miss my flight? Because missing my flight, this is the consequence. 400 pounds. Okay. It's wisdom not to be wasteful, even if the money is there. Yeah? I was like, but why? The question is still unanswered. I don't know.
You've already answered the question. Then you missed it at the wrong time.
No, that's not my answer. It's not good enough for me. Because I've never missed my flight
I think
before.
you're looking for a spiritual answer.
Yeah, you're looking for a spiritual answer.
That's what
You want to add?
No, I wanted to.
No. He raised a question. Yeah, let's respond to what he said. Some people want to respond, right, to what he said, right? Give them the mic.
I think you already have the answers to your question.
He does it. He's looking for an answer.
Yeah, the reason I said this is that within the process of trying to analyze what happened to him, he found out that there are people he can talk to about certain issues in his life, and there are people he can avoid talking to about those things.
Because they will discourage him.
Yes, because they will discourage you. That's why you spoke to your friend. That's one answer. The second answer is, in life, despite our level of confidence, we can do a double checking with each and everything that comes our way. By being careful, by studying whatever it is, we can be in a position to avoid such costly mistakes. Because now it's making you a better person. Next time that you're buying a ticket, you're not going to just take it, okay, my flight is such and such a time. You will go through it now, more carefully. And you will not be in a position to make such mistakes. So whatever happens is preparing you.
We learn from it.
Probably if you hadn't made this mistake, a more costly one you could have made later on. Now by this, you've avoided it.
Right.
So if we pick it up, there are a whole lot of things you have learned, but maybe you have not thought about them in this way.
Okay.
That's what
Okay.
I'm thinking. And now, that is...
Julie would like... Are you still on it?
No, that is now where you are reframing.
Reframing,
You understand? And reanalyzing, redefining this particular problem.
Thank you. Julie?
Yeah, I had a similar issue actually. I also missed a flight once, and after going through the why and questioning why I did this, I also realized that, first of all, I think I wasn't as organized as I was supposed to be.
Or as I thought.
Yes, as I thought I was. And it helped me also to next time be more conscious about the things that I carry with me. And because my problem was that I had too much in my suitcases. So they were weighing a little bit too much, so I had to be a little bit more accurate in the way that I weigh my suitcases. So this is, for instance, one lesson that I learned. And I think there are different lessons that you can learn in such a situation. It depends on the perspective again, and then the reframing or redefining the problem. Because in my situation, I also learned that I had to be at the airport much earlier, because if I did, I would have had more time to get maybe buy a new bag and then purchase another one so that I was able to fly. So there are different things that if you question yourself and all the steps that you're doing, that you will come to different results and different answers, because maybe there's not just one answer that you should be looking for. Maybe there are different answers to your problem.
Okay, if that's all on him. Okay, I would like to add to the whys, why that happens. For another thing could be that God life is teaching you not to be overconfident, because you were saying this is like my 20th trip. I've never missed a flight in my life, so it's teaching you to be overconfident. No, it's teaching you not to be overconfident, even if things have worked well for many times, and it seems that is how it will be. That we should still take time, not to be overconfident, and go through the due process of checking your departure time, things like that. Second, normally airlines now, they send notification. I don't know, you didn't get a notification, but most airlines now, even the low-cost ones, they send notifications. So I don't know why that happened to you. That's number 2. Number 3, I think now you will be able to understand a person that would miss his flight. The empathy level, and even the conversation will be different, because when you tell the person, oh, sorry, I understand you, I know how you are feeling, I've been there. So, I mean, that is giving you a verge over people who have never missed their flight. You don't understand them. And the last thing I would say is, I think it will become one of your life lessons. And to learn that lesson, it costs you £500, because about £48 to get to the airport on the day you were supposed to depart. And then the other day, 400 and maybe some other extra expenses here. Probably here they send a car to get you 2 times, and you have to pay for, the double pay. So it should, I think it should be your life lesson about either being organized or checking your departure time, and that lesson costs you a minimum of £500. So those are why. So there's always why to every question. So let's continue on this. It helps to go through difficult times easier. You wanted to say something? Oh, it's gone. Okay. You would like to say something?
Yeah, just
okay. Where's the microphone? Or is anyone at the back willing to say something? Okay.
About helping to go through difficult times easier. I think any difficulties we encounter in our life, or any problem we go through, we don't just have to look at it as a problem, but we probably learn something from it. So I think learning from our mistake, or learning from the difficult time we pass through, is the benefit that I would say we get from this questioning.
Yeah, like if you have a difficult situation, then you ask yourself, okay,
to get an understanding.
What is God trying to tell me? How can I avoid this in the future? And if I cannot avoid it, I cannot have an acceptance attitude, because there are things we can change in life, and there are things we cannot change in life.
Yeah. On the other hand, to redefine it, maybe by asking those questions that why am I going through this, it gives you a better understanding of the situation. Yeah. And you put yourself in a better state. When you understand it, then you can easily accept it too and move on. That is how I think redefining it, and reframing.
Yes.
That when you understand it, it gives you a step easier to accept it and move on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's have Natasha Shibudaiba. No? Искусство задавания вопросов – это хорошие навыки самообразования. Вы согласны? Это хорошие навыки для самообразования. Если вы согласны, почему вы согласны?
Потому что любую тему, которую мы изучаем, для того, чтобы ее досконально изучить, мы же можем любую тему в самообразовании освоить, изучить, углубиться в нее. Но для того, чтобы действительно глубоко изучить тему, нужно первое, то, что нужно задавать правильные вопросы себе самому. Потом для того, чтобы понять более глубже тему, нужно спрашивать вопросы, задавать разным экспертам в отношении этой темы. И причем задавать вопросы разного уровня. И чем больше, допустим, с разных сторон мы будем задавать эти вопросы, то есть с разных углов, да, и разным людям, разным экспертам, тем более глубоко мы сможем изучить эту тему самостоятельно, как самообразование.
Спасибо. When we ask questions and we ask different people from different sides, we'll be able to study the question better, and that so that proves that asking question is a good self-development and self-education skill. Okay, let's start again. Where is the mic? Okay, so we start from Rosa again. Number 44.
Number 44. Benefit of questioning. It helps to make better conclusions. Helping to make better conclusions. Questioning will help me to make a better conclusion by, from the answer that I get, then I get a better understanding of the situation. And when you get a better understanding, then you can easily conclude, why is these things like this? Or why am I like this? Or why did I do it like, or why? Or maybe better draw a conclusion about somebody else. Maybe somebody is explaining something to you and you are like doubting, how can he do this thing like this? How can he do this? By asking that person, how come you do this thing like this, give you a better understanding to conclude that person, instead of just doubting that I didn't believe you can do this, I didn't do this. Then, yeah, it will make you to have a better conclusion about something or somebody that you didn't believe what it happened, or, yeah.
Okay, Ike.
It also helps to give you different, like everyone has said, like different perspectives on a particular topic, so you can get an angle on what's going on. Because then, after you've cultivated enough questions, after you've cultivated like enough questions, you can now decide in your mind what's the best conclusion and towards how into what's going on, how it and like how it could basically be concluded.
Let's have Pastor Christina now. Улучшает принятие решений. Задавание вопросов улучшает умение принимать решения.
Согласна с этим, скажем так, выводом, что улучшает принятие решения, что когда мы задаем вопросы, то всегда, если что-то нужно сделать или какой-то определенный выбор, вот, когда ты задаешь вопросы себе, то есть другими словами, себе или другим, то есть советуешься, ты как бы изучаешь, и это обогащает твое знание или же более основательный фундамент под нами делает. То есть когда мы задаем вопросы, вот, прежде чем принять какое-то решение, ты себе задаешь вопрос, вот, ты у кого-то спрашиваешь, то есть ты изучаешь, и это дает тебе платформу для как бы твердого действия.
Спасибо. Khalidi, можно дать. So when you ask questions, when you ask yourself, Khalidi, Natasha, when you ask different people questions, then you have a better ground of making decision. You know, because when you ask different people questions, you hear one, something from other people. Then when you're asking the second person, they say, then what about this? What about this? How can I, escape this, or how can I control this, or how can I manage this? So when you ask quite a number of people questions, then you are able, then you know the best decision for you, because you've received enough opinions and you know what you want, so you can do that. Okay, Pastor Natasha.
The benefits of questioning: most people will not share their experience until they are asked.
Until they are asked.
They are asked.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people, I agree with this. A lot of people, they are very quiet people. They are not. They don't talk a lot. That they are not maybe easily share something that they have, maybe their experience. Yeah, and when we ask questions, even in conversation with these people, we can discover a lot of things.
We draw the answer.
Yeah, we draw the answer from them, and because of this, we can take this experience, answers on questions that we don't know. Yeah, and it can help me in my life.
It does help. Yeah.
So because we have people, they have a lot of riches inside of them.
That's true.
So when we ask questions of people, we can become more rich.
Yeah, richer. Right.
Richer, yeah, because the people is the source of
riches,
information,
ideas,
answers, requests that we have even.
That's
so maybe you have not, let's say, money. Maybe you have not job. Maybe you have not connections or some people that can help you. And if you have ability and ability to ask questions, only through this ability you can get everything
you need.
Yeah, you can find everything you need.
That's true.
So this is why people cannot tell, I have not money, I have not connection, I have not
I
this.
don't have money, I don't have connection.
Yeah. If you can ask questions, you have this ability, you cannot blame God that you are not happy or you are not lucky in your life.
Yeah, very good. Very specific.
So, and I also believe that we need the humble. When we say you are humble person,
intellectual,
is always
humility.
asking questions.
Yes.
Yeah. So the asking question is one sign of humbleness.
Yeah, that's true.
Also.
Thank you. I don't know if any of you have experienced some people in a part of a group, very secretive, very quiet, but then when you force them, when you get them to make a contribution, the contribution they make often is one of the best. Yeah, it's one of the best. So, and this is why this is one of the benefits. Not everybody shares easily. Not everybody just give their ideas just like that. So when you ask, and then when you want people to know, I want to ask you, I want to get your opinion, what do you have to say to this? We really enrich our life.
For example, now,
Yeah.
you asked me to share.
I did.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
I did.
Now what I said is
has enriched me. Thank you, Pastor Natasha. Okay, you can put it here. Where were we? I think it should be Chris now, right? Oh, maybe. Chris, maybe.
Benefit of asking question 47 helps affirm what we know. Yeah, I think I agree with it because I think you can also see it with children per se. Sometimes they know something, but they might not be very sure with the answer that they have, and they keep asking you one question over and over and over again. I think just so that they are confident and they can affirm to themselves that they actually know that stuff. That okay, yes, mommy agrees with me, daddy agrees with me, so definitely it means I'm right.
Maybe right.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 48, Sister Tony.
Benefits of questioning. Number 48. It is healthy for the brain. Improves your memory and retention. I agree. Totally agree. When you answer question, you exercise your brain muscle. You keep your brain going. The
Louder,
answer,
louder.
the answer you get educates you and throw more light into any dark areas. And with that in mind, and that improves you as well. Improves your memory, improves your understanding, and it might be something that you will never forget in your life. Like what we are doing here now, there's no way I'm going to forget it because everything is already stored in my hard drive.
Thank you. Very good. Good answer. Okay, Precious.
Necessary for individual, team, and organizational learning. Yes. Why yes? Okay, it's necessary for individual, team, and organizational learning. So when we ask questions or questioning, it is it engages, like we right now we're a team, we're learning, so it engages all of us, and we're being asked questions, and with those questions we receive more insights about different stuff and different views of life, and you know, things that we're always curious about to know. So it's really necessary for individuals to question and for team, because it, you know, makes us learn more and creates, you know, more insight.
Thank you. Ike?
It helps with brainstorming. So I think
Do
this
you
goes.
agree?
Yeah, 100%. I think it goes to show about, like, in regards to maybe if you think about it practically in regards to a business or a project that you're going involved in, you need to not only, you might have your own ideas, but some of the ideas could also work, but also it can contribute to the whole entire situation, you know, the whole entire project. So it can allow you for yourself to it allows you to not only that you put your own, it allows you to put your own insight in, but also, as I said, as everyone else has said, like receive other people's input, allow it to grow together as one. So it's like blue skies thinking, in a sense, where you not only are you critical, but you also get to, in a sense, be in the storm of everyone's own consciousness, you know, everyone's collective consciousness on a particular topic and stuff like that.
Okay, thank you. Emmanuel?
The benefits of questioning. It improves accountability and responsibility. I don't know about this though.
Why?
The why is, I'm trying to connect asking questions. How does that
Link to accountability?
link with accountability, and how does that make me responsible?
Of course it does.
So I'm trying to figure that out.
Who wants to help? Okay.
Can you hear me?
I think on that it goes to talking about if you've got maybe a good or bad or question, and you got to be able to, whatever you're saying or whatever you're questioning, you need to be able to accept the fact that you're the one who's got to be accountable, and you must take the mantle of responsibility of the consequence or the benefits that come from said answer. So it's more to do with, I think in a sense it goes to improve accountability and responsibility.
like if you are faced with a temptation, right, to steal something, and then you ask yourself about the consequences, or if you are faced with making a choice of either to delay your gratification or to have it now, by asking yourself questions, do you think it will help you to be more accountable, for your decisions, for your choices, and do you think it will improve your responsibility to yourself, to your environment, to your country?
100%.
So how does that link?
So in regards to the topic of stealing, if you get that temptation, you have to be able to be accountable for the fact that you have to know that at that point in time you are a thief, if that makes sense, and you knowing that that the consequences is that if you get caught, if anyone finds out, you have to be held accountable and responsible for what you have stolen. You see what I'm saying? Regardless of what happens, you might think I'll be doing A, B, C, D. I might be thinking there's always those questions where someone goes, if you're stealing an apple but you're hungry, is it good or bad? It's still stealing, but if you believe some people might believe that it'd be good or bad, but that's a subjective opinion. But again, it goes back to the point of that if you're stealing, you must be held. If you're caught, you must be held accountable for it. And so.
Also, if you ask yourself the question about how you see yourself at 40, how you see yourself at 50, how do you see your old age? Do you think if you ask yourself this kind of questions, do you think they will help you to become more accountable? Do you think they will help you to make more responsible choices? I'm not throwing the question to anybody, to the floor,
Okay, but now to apply this, to apply it to myself now, because I'm going to start an example now, which we've just mentioned it now anyway. A friend of mine was introducing a business to me, but it has to do with gold, but obviously it's on the black market. And then this has to take place in Ghana.
Ghana.
in Ghana, you know Ghana, don't you?
Yeah, Ghana has history.
Yeah. So I've never been to Ghana before, but he's from Ghana. He's Ghanaian. So then I was really interested. Yeah, because this is money,
Okay,
yeah. So then I was asking myself then I shared it with a Ghanaian lady that, I need to ask you something. A friend of mine from Ghana, because she's from Ghana, wants to
introduce you to this kind of business.
So cut the whole story short, and then she said, well, in that case, you have a lot of questions to ask him. Then I said, give me some hints. What sort of questions should I ask him? Then she gave me, ask him about the land, ask him about this, ask him about that. I said, okay. Then I got that one. I said, okay, very good. Thanks for that. Then I now shared it with my mom. And because my mom shared the story of our uncle that got killed. He was into Bunkery, and he got killed anyway. So I was sharing out, Mom, about this gold business. My mom said, it's illegal. It's on the black market. You don't go into anything that is illegal.
So thanks to asking
questions,
we became more response.
Yeah.
Oh, glory to God.
So now I didn't have to even go to him. I started asking him questions because my mom had said, and that's me even asking my mom again. Mom, I want to go into this. And my mom said, but is it legit? I said, who cares about if it's legit or not legit? I don't care about. My mom said, no. You have to care about that. And then she got me into the scripture and all that.
And then you got it. Hallelujah. Yeah. Give it to sister.
Did that make sense?
Yeah, very sensible. Very. Okay, help me guys to move on. Okay, Sister Chinwe.
I wanted to answer to the last question.
Please do, and then
You were asking how it applies to our life, the questions we ask the other two. I don't know. if
That
the
improves
question-
accountability and
Yeah.
please do, and then you take this. This is your own.
Okay, no problem. I've not even seen it. It got to a point in my life I asked myself so many questions about getting married, because I've already known where I'm going to, the purpose, the things I wanted to achieve in life. So I asked myself several questions and made that decision that I wasn't going to marry a man because he's a man and he's looking for a wife. I'm going to marry a man that will help me with this vision, that will understand the vision, that will not kill the vision, also help me run with it. So, and that was what's happened in my life, because if I didn't ask myself that question, maybe I was going to end up in a wrong hand. When I'm crying for what is inside me, the man will not even understand what I'm crying for, and he will not buy into it. And I wasn't going to blame him, because if it wasn't in him, I'm not going to force it to be in him. So when I saw the person that understands where I'm going to and was willing to do even when I didn't ask, and I said, this is the person. So many questions you ask ahead of time, maybe 20 years ahead of time, 10 years ahead of time. When you see it, because you've already asked yourself genuinely questions, because there's some certain questions you should ask yourself, and you are the only one that will give answer to that question. Probably I'm asking you the question already, I have already answered, I have an already made answer in my heart. A lot of people ask you a question, they already had answer, they're just trying to see your opinion. And when you give it to them, at the end of the day, might not even want to take it.
Yeah.
So it comes to a point that you are genuinely asking yourself questions that only you will be able to answer that question, and then you to make it to be accountable and also responsible for the action that comes afterward.
Thank you. So it upholds innovation.
It upholds innovation.
Yeah, it supports, it encourages innovation, asking questions. Do you agree to that?
Yeah.
And how does that happen?
Question is, I think it's all about everything in life. It's everything centers or evolves all around questioning. Yeah, we've already said it in the definition, and when we started it, so everything's about the whole thing. It supports you in your
new ventures.
Yeah, your new ventures. It supports you. You might not have the money, you might not even have people, but once you have asked the right question and you are convinced that this is the answer to the question, then no matter the obstacles, be it financial obstacle, be it human obstacle, you will be able to be strong and be able to have this as a support. Even though you don't have human support or source, you stand and be able to carry out your innovations.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Vitalis, yeah, you did well.
Okay.
It leads to
Better problem-solving skills.
Yes,
Do we agree to that?
yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes,
Let's
I-
move on, because we have to finish now. Livio, do you agree? Take the.
Well, most people from dependence into independence. Oh yeah, I agree with that, because you're getting more knowledge, you're getting more understanding about whatever topic you're trying to get more information about. And once you understand well the topic you're questioning about, well, it makes you authority. And how can I explain it in the right way?
You are doing well.
Yeah, because you first you want to know about something, but then you know, so you don't need you don't need to ask more about a certain topic or.
You become more independent.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Who is that? Is it peace? Yeah.
It shows respect and attentiveness by engaging with the topic.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. Let's have Julie now. The next one. Julie, yeah, just finishing it.
It helps you become recognizable. I don't really understand. So
Do you know how they recognize the question? Those who ask questions. In the sense that they are noticed, the person that always asks questions.
Okay.
And
Okay, got it.
So it gives you popularity that you can build on. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay,
Makes sense.
Chioma.
Allows the conversation to be more interactive and free flowing.
You agree?
Yes.
Okay, give it back to, okay, Mrs. Disu. Can you read that?
I'll read it.
Okay, asking the right
Questions
questions.
at the right time allows you to lead other individual towards the direction you want them to go. Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
Yeah.
59, Rosa. We are stopping at 60. Oh, that might be too much for Rosa. Chris.
To read?
The benefit of questioning 59 also helps the answerers in forming their own conclusions, which makes them believe in the conclusion more rather than if you simply said it outright.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the last one, which we have more. We have more. Wow. But we are going to stop at 60. And which is, who would like to take the last one? Rosa?
Benefit of questioning, number 60. Empowering questions build positive attitude and self-esteem on both sides.
Do you agree?
Yeah, building positive attitude means when you are empowered, you have better knowledge. And when they said esteem on both sides, means you have confidence that I understood what you are saying. Yeah.
I think you need help.
The benefits of questioning, number 60. Empowering questions.
Closer.
Empowering questions build a positive attitude and self-esteem for both sides. Yeah, I agree. Totally agree.
How does that happen?
Yeah. I'll take you back to when we first started. I was a little bit nervous because I'm meeting him for the first time. I used to dare say, and he talks a lot, and from his talking, you get an answer. But meeting you for the first time, and you look more serious to me, so I'm like, and my first question didn't go well with you, and I'm like, then I gave myself time, so I tried to be positive. I tried to study your body language. I start to understand you, to know exactly what you are looking for in your students. So I achieved that. And now you are more comfortable with us than when you first came, because you weren't smiling when you first came. Now you smile every minute, every second now. So that means we gained from you, and you in return gained from us. And you are more comfortable with us, we are comfortable with you. So when we receive it next time, it won't be like, we won't feel the same, we won't feel nervous, or we will be more relaxed. Like we did with
Okay.
Yes.
Who want to elaborate on this empowering questions build positive attitude and self-esteem? You know, empowering. Okay, yeah. It's, our ending is extended. Huh?
Yes, this one says empowering questions build positive attitude and self-esteem for both sides. So the key word for me there is empowering, because both parties, the person that asked the question, get an answer, and an answer to empower them, and the person that is answering the question, the person that answered the question is the person that's answering the question. So the person that they are the question that they're answering give that individual, it lifts the individual up. So yes, that would definitely help with the self-esteem, because you've asked the question, you have a knowledge of something that you don't have before, so you will build up your self-esteem.
You've empowered the people. You've
yes.
given them enough positivity, and they feel good after that.
Yes.
Maybe you were asking a question about career or about future choices, and you have asked them questions that help them to believe in themselves, that help them to believe they can make it. Of course, after such a conversation, there will be more positive attitude in the environment, more self-esteem. The asker, the person that is being asked, will be happy that he was able to pass a positive energy to the group. The group will be satisfied because they received something positive. So that's basically what that is talking about. Thank you, guys. It's been good being with you.